guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a super exciting day. I'm like super nervous, super excited. Feel like I'm gonna throw up, but today I'm gonna be announcing my big announcement. I posted, I think it was probably a couple days ago, that I was blessed with a really great opportunity and that I was going to be sharing it with y'all super soon. So anyways, before I even announce it, I just want to say thank you to every one of my subscribers, everyone who follows me on Instagram, everyone that likes my photos, everyone that comments and just really supports me. Like, it just means so much to me, and I can't tell you enough how much my subscribers mean to me. Like, I wouldn't have gotten this far without y'all, and I wouldn't have ever got this opportunity without y'all. So, without further ado, I'll just go ahead and announce it that I have officially become an affiliate with Sigma Beauty. I'm so excited, and I actually have a discount code for y'all, so I'm like super pumped about it. So I wanted to like kick off my becoming an affiliate with Sigma by doing a top 10 Sigma favorites. I just want to say before I start this little disclaimer, I did buy all of these products with my own money. These are products that I've had, and they're products that I have used in my videos. I also have a brush video that talks about a lot more of my favorite brushes, but these are just 10 of my top 10 favorite items from Sigma, so I wanted to share them with y'all in case at any point you want to purchase anything off of their website. I'm going to leave everything down below in the description bar, like the items we're going to talk about as well as the discount code. So like I said, once again, I just want to thank y'all because I wouldn't have been able to do this if it wasn't for y'all, and I feel extremely blessed that I'm getting this opportunity, and I just wanted to say thank you to you guys and thank you to Sigma because I'm super excited. Let me just tell y'all a little bit about Sigma. So they are a brush brand. They are sold online. They do have a store in Minnesota at Mall of America. They have really great quality brushes, and I remember when I first got into makeup and first started watching YouTube, everyone compared them to MAC brushes, but obviously a better price point. And so literally I own so many of their brushes because the bristles on their brushes stay intact. Like, even when you wash them, I've washed these brushes over and over and over again, and they don't have fallout, which is really great because a lot of brushes, if they aren't really good quality, the little bristles will fall out of the brush, which who wants to pay for a brush that the bristles are going to fall out? But another thing I really like is the make of the brushes. I really like just the silver top. All of my brushes have the silver top right here. They also have like a copper one, I think, and gold, so if you like different copper metals, then you can obviously go with those. I really like the way that they print the name on these brushes because they don't wear off, and that's what I've had problems with before, is not knowing what brushes I'm using because, you know, after using them for a while it will wear off, and I've had this brush probably a year and a half and there's no signs of the name wearing off. So, and I just want to do a little kickoff today with my top 10 products that I like from Sigma, because I know a lot of times when you start off and you're new to makeup, things can be really overwhelming, especially brushes, because you're like, well, what do I need? What do I not need? What's good? What's not good? And y'all know I'm always really honest with my opinions on all of the brands that I use, and I'm so excited to be getting this opportunity. So once again, I just want to thank y'all. Sorry for rambling a whole lot, but I'm just really excited. So thank you so much, and let's go ahead and get into my top 10. Some of these are brushes, and then there's like 3 other things that I just like love from Sigma. So I'll start with the brushes first, and I do have a full like my favorite brushes video. I'll try to link that down below, but there are a lot of Sigma brushes in there. I actually did that my first month on YouTube, so you can see all of my favorite brushes, not just like my top 10 items. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first brush is the F80 brush. It looks like this. Sorry, I tried to clean all my brushes today for y'all, but I didn't get everything out. But anyways, this is a foundation brush. This brush was the first foundation brush I ever owned. And oh my gosh, I was so excited when I got it because I had always put my foundation on with my hands. I mean, typically that's what most people use before they get into brushes. And so I remember like just applying the foundation with this brush. I was like so amazed. But this foundation brush is really great. You can obviously use it if you have like a cream foundation. You can use it with liquid foundation. And what I like to do too is use this brush whenever I put on like cream bronzer. So that is the F80 by Sigma. The next brush I talked about in my favorite brushes video. Actually, I have 2 of these. This is the F35 tapered highlighter brush, and what I use, y'all see me use this in my videos a lot, I'm sure, but this brush is really great for putting on the under eye powder. It just like fits right up in that little crease right there, and it's really, really great for applying under eye powder. So the next brush I'm going to talk about is actually going to be the taper blending brush. This is the brush that I normally use to just go ahead and put the transition color. I'm going to use the very first color all over my lid. It's really, really great for blending out, especially if you have harsh lines. I'll just take a clean one if I have harsh lines, and I will just go in, swirl it around, and then that way you don't look like you have eyeshadow, eyeshadow, eyeshadow. So that's a really great brush. Another one that I like, which is the E25 blending brush. Looks like this. It's a white-haired brush. What I like to use for this is normally I start with my transition color, and then the next color I'll do will be a little bit darker, and I'll go right in this little right corner crease right here to pack that color on. And this brush is perfect for packing the color on. It gets it really, really dense in that corner, and then you can either keep blending it out with this brush or use the E40 brush. Another brush I really like, which y'all typically don't see this part because normally when I come on camera for tutorials, I already have my eyebrows done and I have my eye base on. What I like to do with my eyebrows is after I finish my eyebrows and get them to the shape that I want them, I will take this Anastasia concealer and a flat definer brush. It looks like this. So it's just a little flat headed brush, and I will go up underneath my eyebrow right here with concealer and just kind of like sculpt it back out and clean up the lines. This is also good to do that around your lips if you mess up on like liquid lipstick or just a really dark lip. Then it's also really good to get up underneath your eye if you want to put an eyeshadow under there. And then the other thing that I use with my Painterly Paint Pot is this precision round brush. It is the P82 brush by Sigma, and I really like the bristles on this, if you can see them. It's almost like a kabuki style. This one's really good for cream products. So I like to just dab this in the paint pot or the base, eyeshadow base I'm going to use, and then just go ahead and put it all over my lid. And then I also have some more of these brushes I use when I do cream contours. The last brush I'm going to talk about was the brush that literally changed my wing liner game. This is the EO6 brush by Sigma, and as you can see, it's a teeny tiny little point right there, but it's really good because especially when you're new to wing liner, I have had like super bad mess ups. When you have something small, you can just kind of really slightly just keep going up, so that way you can get that really nice wing, and you don't have to worry about it being too thick because, I mean, look at it. It's super tiny, and it's really precise. Okay, so another thing I really like is their brow highlighting pencil. As you can see, it's like a double-ended pencil, and what I like to do is a lot of times it's really hard for me to get my brow highlight to show up, so I'll put this on as a base, and I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the side that I typically use, and this is like the more natural nude color, so it looks like this, and I will just put that right up underneath my brow right here, and then of course you can put eyeshadow over top of it, but it really helps like distinguish your brow highlight. And then the other side is just like a more shimmery one. I typically don't use this side too much, but the cream color is my absolute favorite brow highlight. So as you can see, this one's really nice because it has shimmer in it. So that is the double-ended brow highlight. Then two things that I have for cleaning brushes. I know I haven't really talked about how I clean brushes on my channel yet. I do plan to do a video with how I clean them, what I use. I just have to get my lighting set up. But one thing I'm really upset I couldn't find is the dry and shake, which I think is really great. I think they're discontinuing it, so if it is on stock, I would definitely check that item out. It just basically dries your brushes faster. But hold on, y'all are gonna laugh. This is the Sigma Spa Mat, and at first you're like, girl, that's like a cooking mat. No. So as you can see, it has these little teeny tiny bristles, so this is going to be like the side that you would rinse your eye brushes on. And it's really good because I have a lot of brushes, and sometimes, for one, it takes a really long time, and then also by the time you get done, your hands are like super pruny, and you sometimes don't get all of the suds out of the brushes, which is what I used to have a really bad problem with. So what this does is this side is what you would be basically washing with, and then you can deep clean over here on these little edges, and at the very top is where you rinse, and it gets everything out. And then what I'll do is take this, the in-between part, because it has ridges right here, and I will just pull the brush out like this, so that way I know that all of the suds, all of the nasty stuff is out of the brush. And then this side, of course, is a lot bigger because it's going to be for your bigger brushes like the F80, and you just swirl it around on these, and it gets really good up in the brushes to get everything out and the bacteria out of your brushes. A cleaner that I use, of course, is the Boulevard Cosmetics cleaner, so that's really good and it's inexpensive. So that's the little spy glove. Now this was the first thing that they came out with. They ended up doing another one with another thumb on the other side, so that way you can just like flip it around really fast, but I don't have that one. I had bought this one. And then the other thing I have, and I actually keep it in its little case, but is the brush mat. And I really like this. I hope these aren't dirty. Friend Jacqueline actually picked this up for me at IMATS last year. But this is really great because it has the little suction cups that you can actually put in your sink. So it's just gonna go up like this around your sink, and then since it has the top little curve, it's gonna go around the faucet so the water keeps going through. It has all the same components that the brush glove has, so it has your big side, which is gonna be more for your face brushes. Then they have the top side that's gonna be more toward your eye brushes. Then they have the, where's the rinse? Oh, these are the rinse sides right here to get everything really good. The good thing about this is you can literally cut your washing time in half, which is really important, especially if you have a lot of brushes. So what I'll do is just take a bunch of brushes and I will slide them all around this area right here, and that way you can wash like 5 to 10 brushes at a time. That way you aren't spending all day washing your brushes because it's like a chore that nobody likes to do. I forgot something, so we might have an 11 or 12 items. This was the drying shape that I was talking about. It's Alistock. I think they're discontinuing it, so I would sign up for the Alistock email if you guys really want to get this. This is really great. I use this on all of the brushes that will fit in it because it's basically like a little drying rack. So let me show you how it works. Basically, I just slide them from the bottom up into this whenever I am washing my brushes, and it honestly cuts the dry time in half, and then also it's going to reshape your brushes because, you know, after you wash your brushes, they're like and they're not nice and pretty and reformed, and that reformulates it. So I am not sure exactly when it's getting discontinued, but I know that this is like a staple in my brush cleaning routine. I really like that, so hopefully they'll like have something come out that's similar to it or something. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about are these little brush cases. So I had bought this one on its own, but here's what it looks like inside. This is what I take my brushes in when I travel, or like if I'm gonna do wedding makeup or something. So it has these little flaps that are gonna like, as you can tell, that's like super dirty because I've used it. It has these little flaps that are gonna like go over your brushes and keep them nice and secure, and it has like, you know, 2 different flaps, so it holds a crap ton of brushes, and then you can just zip it up and it's good to go. This one is the exact same thing. The only difference is it came with bigger slots, and the reason why is because I actually ordered a kit that this came with. It is the Premium Professional Kit. I'm not really sure exactly what all brushes came in this, but I think this is a really great brush kit. So this is what I go to whenever I travel, putting these in here because it just keeps them very protected, and it's like, you know, pretty good material, so it's not gonna like bend or break your brushes. Brushes are expensive. You wanna make sure that you are taking care of your brushes, you're cleaning them, because they can really last you a really, really long time. So anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. Sorry that was more than 10 products, but like I said, all these products I've had for a really long time. I love Sigma. I've been the biggest fan of them, and I cannot believe that I am now affiliated with them. So like I said, it's thanks to you guys, and I really appreciate all of your support. And yeah, I'll leave everything linked down below that I talked about today. As always, thank y'all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!